It's already Sunday, and I didn't go to see Sayuri in her house to check up on her and see what she's going on about. What did I do with my Saturday? What did I really do with my Saturday? I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. Yeah, I bet. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, and is also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. Oh, yeah. Okay then. So we got the phone traffic. We're talking. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayuri since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything. But I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. You really better be walking up to her house right now to see what's going on. Between what Sayuri said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayuri's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayuri before Yuri comes over. Yeah, you fucking better, me. You really fucking better do that. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayuri's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. See, that's homely, isn't it? That's nice. It's a good feeling. The house is quiet. Sayuri isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. Oh boy. I head up to the bedroom where I finally find her. She's probably okay, but now she probably needs a good talking to. Sayuri! Knock knock, wingman. Hi, Fontaman. Tilda. Well, you look okay in casual clothes, Sayuri. I sit down in her room. Sayuri forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Ah, I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayuri's room is a mess. It is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Tilda. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. Oh, is that what it is? Okay, wingman, okay. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you wanted to suddenly come... How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how do you know about that? Talking to Monica. Sayuri had already left by the time we decided the last meeting. Monica told me. Yeah, of course. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep, Tilda. There's more silence between us. Sayuri stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayuri smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Fontoman. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings. Woman. Dear Lord. But go on. Continue digging the grave there. I'll be there to yank you out of it. If I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. Oh boy. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Woman. Tilda. No, Tilda. Sayuri. I grabbed Sayuri by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? That's a good point. What on earth are you going on about? Are you listening to yourself right now? I think she is, but she seems to be stuck in this own little world inside this fucking head of hers. I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ah, yeah, right. That's the truth anyway. Aha. Sayuri gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Fontoman. Yeah, you fell for the showman's show. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayuri? Tilda. You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Fontoman? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? No, but you kept a bubbly attitude about it. Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a good reason. I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? That's your fucking crazy brain talking, wingman. Don't give in to that shit. Dug myself out of a hole and moved across the country. You can survive this. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? These words, they offend me as a man. That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. ... Oh boy, there's a bunch of options that I could do right now. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayuri kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Obviously because I'm a fucking dolt and I don't pay attention. Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayuri? Why? Why are you doing this to me? I know that doesn't really help, but... oh boy. You think any self-respecting romantic man could listen to a woman say that with a straight face? Fuck no. Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Fontaman. I understand that's the depression talking right now, and you need to get that right the fuck out of your goddamn head. I'm fighting it. You can too. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. Okay, if I was here, actually able to control my dialogue, right about now I'd say something like, love is not a wasted effort. But let's see what in-game Fontaman does about this situation. A visual novel would probably end about here. But, okay, Doki Doki, let's go. I don't want to be cared about. Too bad. It's bittersweet when people try and care about me. It feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Ha ha ha, don't laugh. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. This really does feel like a child trying to figure out a puzzle. You're just kind of standing over, watching her do it, being able to see what's supposed to happen, at least in my head. And then her just kind of still struggling with it, and then swatting your hand away every time you try to point it out. Maybe not directly as soon. That's more of a Natsuki sort of thing, but this is still... So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Ah ha ha. Why are you still laughing, Sayuri? That's not funny at all. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayuri. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes from me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. That's a good man, Fontaman. That's a good man. No, Fontaman. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Am I just gonna hear women talk about themselves and not give me any sort of interjection about it? But when I try and say something, it's... Well, it's just... No, you don't know, man. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. I'd be kissing this woman right now. She'd probably try and slap me, but I'd still try. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. Sayori, you're human. You're a dumbass, but you're a human. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Oh boy. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Okay, showman, good so far. That's more extreme than hand-holding, but Sayori apparently needs more than hand-holding. Fantomen! Woman, you know what I'm doing already. Sayuri, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. It's been fun, and I learned a skill. Yuri's nice, but oh boy, have I not been paying attention to a problem staring me into a face for a long time. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. See, that's a line I'd actually use. Good, we're syncing up a bit. We're staggering this out. We're syncing up a bit, though. That's in-game Fonto and me syncing up. Just harmonizing, just a little bit. I wouldn't have it any other way. Fantomen. Sayuri isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayuri's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing into my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. Fantomen. Sayuri barely manages to speak in between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I'm starting to question that myself, but you know what? Well, she's not the only one who can be selfish, right? There's some things I can't stand as a man. Seeing women cry is one of them. But all I want is for her to know that I care. And that's entirely true. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. What needs to change? Oh boy. Ooh boy. You know me, I'm all about change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you better tell me. Or else I'll drag it out of you, wingman. I'll get mad if you don't. ... I don't know. I know, Sayuri. You just have to think about it for a while. You'll figure it out. You got it in there. You just gotta grab onto it. I don't know. I don't know. Like I just said, you'll think about it. Keep spinning the gears a little bit. Think. Gently, Sayuri finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. Life's really scary, Sayuri. Romance makes it a little less scary. Makes it seem like you got something. That's why I'm still fighting for it myself. I don't understand any of my feelings, Fantomen. I understand mine enough. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. You're warm too, sweetheart. You're warm too. And that's really scary too. Sayuri lets me go. As she does, I let go of her as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like it for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. That's a good man, showman. That's a good man. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayuri wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But It's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayuri shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? Ah. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. I get some of it. Her guilt kind of runs rampantly out of control, so I suppose anything that causes even a little bit of guilt in some cases, well, it stabs at her really hard. I know that. I don't have diagnosed anxiety, but you know what? I feel like shit for my entire life, and my upbringing doesn't really support anything other than me feeling like shit in some cases. My life was rough, and that's, well, I needed to actually acknowledge that and believe that, yeah, I have the right to say it was shit. Then I started getting better. So you know what? I may not be a clinically diagnosed and medicated depressive mental patient, but I think I can understand what's going on here a little bit. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? All right. I'll look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayuri and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. It's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over, too. I think Sayuri is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Right. Everything's okay now. I kind of have to stonewall Yuri, but everything's okay. The decision was kind of made for me from the get-go. Yuri just didn't move fast enough. Even though she understands me, she's a nice person to talk to. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? That is a very nice sweater, Yuri. Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried on. I hurried more on my way home. Ah, I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. Suppose I got a big bag of art supplies on Saturday. At least I hope I've got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Yeah, I prepare for a woman. Ha 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 ha. I cleaned it before you came over, so everything's nice and clean now. That's very considerate of you to do. Thank you, Yuri. Ah, no. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. That's true. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah. That would be even more embarrassing. It would be even more embarrassing. Woman, let me clean my own house. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Is that the forbidden drawer? Is that where you keep the doujins where all the girls hold hands, Ponto? Is that where it is? I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. Yes, do not let the wandering hands go around my room. Admire the Yukari statue in the corner. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help me with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Okay, she made plans. Alright, so it's grunt work. Fine, we can do grunt work. Atmospheric enhancements. Like foggers and shit? You know, mood lighting. Aromatherapy candles. Had to think for a little bit to pronounce that. Jesus, it's getting late. Rather, getting... Well... It's not late in the day, but I've been at this for a while. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. Yeah, for cupcakes. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. You'd make a good showman's wife, Yuri. You really would. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Ah, intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Good. At least you can understand your emotions a little bit better here. Let's make this a little bit easier. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Ruby runs around in her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah? Pretty, Well, it definitely isolates its own atmosphere in that case. Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? None at all, aside from things that smell nice make you feel nice. Not familiar at all. Yep, accurate. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributions to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils and herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes a cylinder and pushes a switch at the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. I bet it smells nice. I'm gonna say she has a good sense in this. She seems to know. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Because I can't smell it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more, it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. Okay. You feel warmer, and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing poems? Yeah, okay, poison the air, Yuri. Okay, fine. That'll make everything hit harder. It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, you did purchase the origami paper I asked to get. Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut the pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper into ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Yes, it would. All right. It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. Yes, yes, it would. Again, very good sense of theatrics. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. Boy, I suppose you didn't need help with this, but that seems kind of tedious, so maybe you did with the grunt work. This seems a little bit more inducive, this seems a little bit more, work-inducive than cupcakes, but then again, Natsuki's probably making hundreds of damn things. So it's honestly either or. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Uh-huh. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Yeah, I bet. Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Fontaine. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. Carefully, I draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. I'm assuming they're writing kanji. Okay. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Well, to her desired length. Her hair. Where did that other H come from? Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an attractive pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. That looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. Oh. Actually into knives too. How about that? They're just so pretty. Mm-hmm. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Okay, so maybe that thought about the raccoon might actually be a realistic thing, think about it. That might have been my own narcissism, my own selfishness getting a little bit out of control with that. But you know what? At least I had the sense to think, you know, maybe it's not. So I'm not entirely wrong. I'm gonna look like an idiot after a couple of parts. What am I saying? You like sharp things and they make you hot in your pants is what you're saying. Please don't think I'm weird for this. Well, it's good to have buttons, I suppose. Ahaha. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got around sharing. Got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Ha 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 ha. This girl, I know she likes knives, but she's actually quite a nice girl. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Hold her knife, Fonto. Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get, a knife like this? Amazon. Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Fontaine, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. It's a knife, Fonto. Knives are sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah, no, I can handle a bit of blood on my hand. Thanks, lady. Without warning, Yuri pulls my finger in her mouth, and licks the wound. Whoa! I feel her tongue curl around my finger. That's really goddamn awkward. Started, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. Yuri, let me guess, you have a thing for wolves, too, right? I'm gonna go out on my assumption for that one. You're starting to remind me of someone. I wasn't thinking. Honestly, Yuri, if the situation wasn't different, well, wasn't the situation that we have right now with Sayuri, honestly, I think that's kind of hot. Just saying. But, I've already made certain promises. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. You, jumped at that pretty quick there. How could I do something like that? Boy, you want to advance past holding hands really quickly. I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? She tasted my blood. A part of me is now inside her. I'm fairly certain she's aroused by this. Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Then I'm gonna have a lot of work to do on my own here. Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. What? Phantoman? Did you really just do that? Did I really just do that? Apparently I really just did that. I'm operating now. Now we're even. Bit of stutter in there. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Ah-ha-ha-ha! Ah-ha-ha! Wow, this is really going places really quickly, isn't it? I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. But we're all drugged up, so it's perfectly fine here. If you think you're gonna sway me now, I think you're gonna find yourself disappointed by the end of this evening. You're so weird, Phantoman. Yeah, people say that sometimes. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? Medicine cabinet? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. See? That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yep, let's go. Night's young. Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit for watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. You mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups up too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. Put them onto a plate to carry any paint or catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Ah, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it will be more of a surprise. It would be more fun to surprise you. Okay, fine. You've got it. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides. We don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. Yeah, just splashing watery paint on things. It's a lot to read, so I'm just kind of getting through it. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go all out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like it when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. That is very relaxing, Yuri. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. Yeah, in-game Fonto maybe having more sort of character development to say that, but I don't. Well, she has some particular hobbies of some people that I've met before. And she is technically, well, I suppose in that case, different from me itself. But I don't think it's so different that I'd say, oh, well, yeah, we're different, but, you know, I could still kind of get her a little bit. I feel that way about things like anime and games where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Ah! Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. Just startled me. That's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel. Be right back. I rush out to fetch a small towel, then dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh boy. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with that towel. With the towel, not that towel. But that's gonna be a memorable towel after this. She has her hand on my arm. Oh boy. Ah. Is something wrong? It's hot, I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Uh-oh. Eh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. And it's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Huh? Is that where we're going? It's almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. Not, those lips aren't the slippery ones here in this situation. Slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Ah, Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again. But her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I'll finish filling the night sky with white dots that looks like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. Good. Yuri can paint. I think that came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Ah, not yet. He needs to dry first. That's true. Won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. Okay. I could do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. Ha ha ha. You say that like you're glad it's over. Yuri, part of me is thankful that it's over. Really thankful. But that's nothing against you right now. That's just a man and his problems all coming together at once. But you know what? I'm just gonna keep on chugging and make sure everything is fine. Remember, finish the mission. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. I wasn't. Fonto? Down boy. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounds like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring to tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. You're kind of blubbering it out, Fontoman, but you know what? That's the thing you gotta do. You gotta make assert it a little bit in this case. But, Fonto, we've already made arrangements. If I gotta be your subconscious, that little voice in the back of your head telling you, don't fucking do this, I'm gonna be that voice. Sometimes I need to save myself. And in a lot of cases, I'm the only one who can. Or did. Ah, I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Fontaine. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayuri? Eh? Oh. Oh. Wingman? I don't even have to turn around to really do this. Wingman, it's not what you think. I was actually keeping very good control of myself for this entire escapade. Ah! Hi, Fontoman. Sayuri. Just now, we weren't... Tilda. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, Sayuri. It's okay, Fontoman. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow. So that's fine, right? Of course. Of course it's fine, as I'm sitting here with absolutely no sound. Sayuri beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Good. Good. Exit stage left. Not a minute too soon. Sayuri waves goodbye after her. Sayuri? I thought you didn't want to come over today. Aha, well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Fontaine? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? I know why, because I've been absolutely juiced up on vanilla romance dojins and every other kind of, well, cheap, easy-to-sense romance and love sort of, I suppose, love and romance related anything. I know what's going on here. It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Oh boy. Sayuri, don't say that. It's true, Fontaman. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. Sayuri? Wingman? You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Sayuri, I'm actually relieved that you're here. Really, I am. Monica's right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? What did Monica say? Sayuri? What did Fearless Leader tell you? What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it to be out to be. It's something that makes me happy. Well, it does. At the end of the day, dealing with Sayuri in that kind of... Not Sayuri. Dealing with Yuri in that kind of closed environment, that was... Well, that was a bit awkward and boner-inducing, but you know what? Men gotta control themselves once they make a commitment. So that's a normal burden for having a girlfriend in general. This... Well, at least I get what I want. A woman that cares about my happiness. And I care about hers, because goddamn, that's not something I want to leave if it crosses my path. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. Wow, it's nice that Fontaman can say this kind of thing, but I love you is really, really, really hard to get out right about now. Or it doesn't seem to come to mind. Hoo boy. But Sayuri looks away again. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Fontaman. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayuri? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Woman, try me. Sayuri, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Fontaman, I like you so much I want to die. That's how I feel. And nothing coming out of this girl's mouth right now is in any way annoying me or anything like that. I wanted to hear this. This is why men make these sorts of things, or why people make these sorts of fantasies. I like to think anyway. This is painful. This is obnoxiously painful. This is hard. This is heart-wrenching. But you know what? That makes it worth it. That's enough, Sayuri. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayuri's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I was always knowing what's best for you? Well, I say I always know what's best for you. It's getting to the 10-hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to stop, though. So, excuse me if I tune down a bit here and be more relaxed during this. Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayuri nods. Even if you don't understand at all your own feelings. I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Yeah. I don't even need to think about that. I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So, there's no way you could like me more than I like you. That's a way of putting it, showman. That's a way of putting it. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. I suppose this is where we're going, ladies and gentlemen. I suppose Yuri is a vice. They came in, it felt nice, but man has a bit more important responsibilities. Same rewards, though. Or even greater rewards at the end of the day. Depends on how you look at it. I'd need some time to think, honestly. But this feels right to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day. A woman interjecting herself into my life and caring about me. Loving me. Yeah, I'd do anything for that. That sounds like me. With you by my side. Then I know we'll both be happy. Fantomen. Yeah, you enjoy that hug. Suddenly, Sayuri wraps her arms tightly around me. Fantomen. Is this really okay? You're goddamn right it is. Yeah. I hold Sayuri in my arms and pull her close. You'll never have to let go of me again. Waiting an entire lifetime for a woman to say that. I'm still waiting, but in-game Fantomen here, he's got it. Good on you. Good on you. I want to be with you forever. Me too. ... I feel Sayuri's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this, Sayuri? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment of my life. But why, even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Fantomen. It's okay, Sayuri. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. This feels very natural to come out of my mouth. But you know what? I'd probably stutter still trying to explain this to a woman. So you know what? Let's let the video game have it. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Good. Sayuri and I slowly release each other. Sorry, aborted the sentence. Getting kind of delusional now. This is all warm and fuzzy. I'm really tired. Oh boy. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? Mm-hmm. What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it's always been. Even if we really are a couple, I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits me. Well, suits you best. Sorry, where the fuck did that come from? Suits me. Go whatever pace suits me. Yeah, I'm just gonna take charge of the situation here and direct the flow here. Sorry. But, you know, she said I love you. At that point, I think I can wait for sex. I think I can wait. Hey, Fantomen. Sayuri gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Eh? I don't really understand what Sayuri means by that. Are you saying this is making you feel sad, Sayuri? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayuri. I know that I love her. I know know she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayuri's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they are. Is that what Sayuri meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Once again, perfectly accurate. This is tough. Yeah, because she's got depression like that, anything good in her life, it seems, is going to hurt her or feel like it hurts. But sensible logic. It's not. It's not bad for her. It shouldn't hurt. That's her mind freaking out on her. So, she's got to deal with the burden, and I got to deal with the burden, I suppose. The other option would be leaving her alone to basically wilt her and die in the wind. Being, well, a non-entity as she wanted to be, because closing herself off to everyone and everything, she said made her feel better. The only problem is, she wanted to be in my life. She wanted to care. And so, really, she's fucking crazy. So, honestly, it's this today, but in a couple years it might change to something. It might be something entirely different, and at that point, she needs even more help. So, this is what I've got, isn't it? This is what the game gave me, huh? Alright then, I can handle that. It's work, but it's work done in a way that when you finish it, you feel like, well, no one's gonna fuck with you for it. Right? Sayuri is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Yeah, you're goddamn right you do, son of a bitch. I'll kick your ass 6 ways from Sunday if you try and do anything other than that. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expect this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayuri. But Sayuri isn't answering her phone. Uh-oh. I consider going to her house to wake her up, but decide that that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently roll it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayuri and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Fontaman. Yes, Monica. I want to ask her a very important question, but only in-game Fontaman can do that for me. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayuri with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayuri told me yesterday. Yeah, it's a bit of a misstep, buddy boy. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Ahaha. You should take a little responsibility for her, Fontaman. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But, I stammer embarrassed. Did Sayuri really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Monica, what are you doing? Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? Check out the pamphlets. They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is nearly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayuri's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Oh. Oh, no. You devil game, don't you do this to me. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Monica? Is there something you want to explain to me? What is this? That's a good question. Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. I got more than a pit in my stomach. My blood just ran cold. Fontaman, what's wrong? You printed this out. You should know what's wrong. Ah, nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything Sayuri's written. It's irrational. It's crazy rambling, you fucking moron. Ask questions. Figure out what's going on. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayuri. So, well, all right. Try not to take too long, okay? She didn't even fucking look at those goddamn things while she was printing them, did she? Did she? Really? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself! Monica. I swear to God. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. Goddamn. All right. Finish the mission. Remember, finish the goddamn mission. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayuri. Hello? I did not get to make a choice then, because I'm an idiot, apparently. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help wake her up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and all I want to give her. I reach Sayuri's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayuri? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayuri's room, I knock on the door. Sayuri? Wake up, dummy. Wow, my emotions are going through a really, really It's not my emotions, me. It's this. It's an in-game Fonto being like really fucking inconsistent all of a sudden. This is not how I would act even a day later. There is no response. If you killed her, it's not my fault. I really didn't want to have to enter the room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Well, video game, you got me, you cruel, unfortunate bastard. Such was woe as me. That didn't make any goddamn sense, but yeah, how about that? They killed me. Or they killed the girl. I'm not sure what to say to that, other than I probably saw it coming. Remember, it's a wholesome visual novel about cute girls. And reading. Where does this go? What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayuri wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up to a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayuri I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? I didn't kill her. The game killed her because I would have gotten up. I would have slept the fuck over if I wanted to. But okay, video game, we'll go like this. Go on. Where's the cruel joke you were gonna stuff in here? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. No, you didn't do anything goddamn wrong there. That's not what Sayuri needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. So what, I'm supposed to just leave her flapping in the fucking wind, Fonto? Does that make any goddamn sense to you? You leave a mental patient out to wander the fucking world? Alone? By herself? With nothing? Because she feels nothing then? Really? Fuck you. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? It wasn't just me. It wasn't just me. Why was I so selfish? You know, Fontaman, I don't think we're the only ones selfish here. This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I will carry the guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. I finished the mission. Oh. Ah. I'm gonna think long and hard before I want to go back into that, but hey, look. Hey, look. Her distortion, it's Monica. Oh. So that's why I didn't get a route, huh? Oh. Oh, it's on, bitch. It's on. But I really don't think there's a good way we can walk away from that. Congratulations, it got me. I was expecting it to go worse. Really expecting it to go worse. It held everything until the end, huh? Held every single thing in until the fucking end. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have been your wonderful host, Fontoman, and I hope you got the emotional shock out of that I did. Seriously, my heart was racing, good lord. Sweet Jesus fucking Christ, Doki Doki Literature Club. Alright then, you got me. But that'll be it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. Let it be known that upon this day, I played Doki Doki Literature Club for 10.5 fucking hours. And now I'm walking away from that ending. And I'm going to buy some alcohol. I'll see you all next time. Whether or not I continue with Doki Doki to find the true ending here, because it looks like there's a bit of a suggestion here as to which one that is. Well, we'll see about that. January is going to be a big month. It's going to be a big month. I'll see you next time. After that, I walked down to the local liquor store, which is quite a ways. About an hour there, hour back. I took a bottle of gin off the shelf. Don't really know about brands or anything, so didn't really care that much. Paid for it, and then went back home. When I got back, I sat down at the table and cracked it open and took a shot of it. Straight. It was strong. Tasted like rubbing alcohol. Which is fitting. Because I needed to be cleansed.